Hi there, and welcome to the first in a series of videos planned to help parents navigate ManageBac. Now, ManageBac is a website for teachers, students, and parents, helps facilitate a full international baccalaureate education. In addition to simply being a place to share assignments, calendars, and information, Signal Mountain is using ManageBac as a tool to help communicate a student's proficiency in various skills beyond just a simple percentage. Now, in the first video, we're going to talk about some of the basics of navigating ManageBac. I'm going to point out some useful pages and show you how to manage more than one student. In the second video, we're going to dive a little deeper into the meat of ManageBac, the academics section. We're going to look at units and talk about how all the information you can get from ManageBac about your student or your student's classes. Now, we begin here on the login screen where you need to enter your username and password. Note that, since this account will let you see student information, there's no way for a parent to sign up by themselves. This must be done through the school. If you're signed up and have forgotten your password, simply click on Forgot Password, and that leads you through a process to get it. I'm going to log in as a demonstration parent named Parent McFake. Now, Parent McFake has two students, Sally and John. In the top left, you're going to note that we're currently looking at John's information. Right? If I want to switch to Sally, I just click on Sally's. Now, before we go any further, I do want to point out a button that's in the bottom right. It says Parent Guide. Now, clicking on this Parent Guide is going to give you a bunch of really good information and guides for very typical things you'll want to do as a parent. Now, I will say, you can avoid the attendance section and the IB Parents Association. We do not use those features of ManageBac, so just the getting started and the academics reports will be important to you. But let's take a look at John McFake here. This is your initial page you log on to, and already you can get a lot of good information about what's going on with John. Now, see here, we have a calendar of the next 2 weeks, including any tasks, assignments, things happening. If you mouse over the little eye, it'll give you some information about what's happening. Here's a balloon reaction lab where teacher hasn't put any information, but we know when it's due. A lot of times teachers will actually attach files here and you can download those. We'll see those more later. If I go below, I'll see upcoming events or deadlines. Students see a very similar page, but this sort of lets you see what's coming up. When your student says, oh, I've got nothing happening in school, well, you can go on ManageBac and see they're wrong. Below, we see latest activity in all of their different classes. We also have a class of 2016. This is a sophomore, so they'll be leaving the MYP this year. And we can go and see all this information. Next, we're going to navigate to the calendar. This calendar is going to list all the tasks and assignments and events for John. Now, we're going to talk more about assignments in the next video, but again, you can hover over the eye and you can get some good information about what's going on. Now, some teachers will upload to ManageBac a copy of the worksheet as given out in class. For example, the solutions test, this amazing teacher attached all kinds of study guides and information and all that sort of stuff. So you may want to check for that if your student was absent or maybe has misplaced their work. Now, one really nice feature of this calendar is you can actually subscribe to it as a parent. You can actually see all the tasks on your smartphone or your Google account. And if you have questions about how to subscribe to calendars, just Google it and there's a lot of good information. You can navigate to any day. Obviously, future months don't have a lot of information, but if we go to the past, this is all stuff for John. And again, this is custom made for John using only John's classes. Quite nice. Up at the top, we move over to the next tab, which is the Profile tab. I'll click on Profile, and this is just a bunch of information about you, mostly. You can fill in as much or as little as you want. Of course, adding more information, the teachers can get in contact with you more. Down at the bottom, you can see the two students I have in my family. Again, if you want to add a student or delete a student, just contact the school, and we can get that done for you. Now, we're going to skip the academics page for right now because it features, it's a little more in depth. We're going to look at that in the next video. We're going to go to messages. Now, ManageBac allows teachers and students to communicate to each other. A lot of times teachers use this to give assignments or reminders. Maybe if it snows, they might send a message telling the kids to read a certain section in the book or whatnot. Now, you can't reply to any of these, but you can certainly see all the messages the students have gotten in their classes. And so here's updated exam times, information about Thanksgiving, and you can keep abreast of what's going on in your students' classes. You can also see in the top right-hand corner, there's a little envelope. It's a little notification thing. In this case, I have 2 classes that have sent some information that pertains to my student, so you can keep up with what's going on in all of your students' classes. If you need to change your password, simply click on your name in the top right-hand corner, and you can see all your information. You can change your password using your current password or new passwords. If you've forgotten your password, again, use the forgot password on the front page. In this video, we've taken a look at some of the basic functionality of ManageBac for parents. In the next video, we're going to take a look at that academics tab, because there's a lot of stuff there. We're going to talk about all the information you can get and how that can help you as a parent. Thank you.